Hey, good morning, everybody. I am getting back on track with keto. And this morning, I tested my, you know what, tells you right there what I tested. And guess what color I turned up? Yep, I turned up between 8 and 16. Yep, which is great. That's where you want to be, up in here, to start losing weight. That means you're in ketosis. Okay, here is the 0. That means you're not in ketosis. And then these numbers on up mean you're on your way or you're there. These strips you can get on Amazon. Check it out on my Amazon store. I'll leave you a link.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. And we'll dance the night away.
So what am I having today? Today I'm going to start out my day right. I'm going to have some bacon. I buy this also on Amazon because I am an RV'r. And you'll see I live in my RV, so my space is really limited. That includes refrigeration. I have an RV refrigerator, and sometimes food just doesn't stay, as good in the RV refrigerator for as long as it does in your home refrigerator. It's a different system. I'm either on propane gas or on electric, back and forth, and it can be a little difficult to have a lot of storage and store your things or freeze them when you're traveling and living in a home on wheels. So that's what I do. I buy this Hormel bacon, and you don't have to refrigerate it until you open it. Yeah, that's what it tells you. And you can see it on the shelf, and it's not in a refrigerator. I got this on Amazon for a better price. So I do have it on my Amazon page if you're not a Sam's Club member. But if you check Sam's Club, I joined up and got a new membership for $25 for my first year. What a savings. So then I could take advantage while I'm on the road of both Sam's Club and Costco's, and I'm a member of both. Or I can order from Amazon. So it's all about convenience when you're on the road. How are you going to get your food? Where are you going to get your food? And how are you going to get the best price? So today, all I have to do is warm up this bacon because it's already cooked. And I do that on my little skillet. I should say, I do that on my little grill here. It's a pan, which is like a griddle. I ordered that. That's also on my Amazon page. These are some of my favorite things, right? Well, and all I have to do is warm it up on there on top of my stove. You can do this on a camp stove out on your picnic table, or on your stove inside your RV or in your home, wherever you dwell. Yep, I just warm it up, and it doesn't make a mess in your kitchen. You don't have all the grease flying all over the place and crackling bacon, although everybody loves crackling bacon, but it's very good. I'm really enjoying this bacon, and I get 72 strips for, it was like $13. I'm rounding it up. It was 12 something, but $13 if I round it up. So now I've made my bacon. I did, in my last video, you'll notice that I was talking about eggs and the difference in the carbs count, and I'm getting a jump start by really being strict about my keto my first couple of days to get back on track. If you're new to keto, it'll help you get into ketosis faster by starting out by just eating a simple egg diet or a meat diet and trying to be mostly carnivore those first couple of days until you get into ketosis, and always keeping your net carbs less than 20 grams a day. Using intermittent fasting, I wait until late afternoon or afternoon, and then I begin my food day. And what I do is I stop eating by 8 o'clock at night. if I can. If I think it's gonna be a munchy night, then I start even later before I have my first meal. And I make most of my food is consumed within a short period of time, 6 or 8 hours. And then this way I have a 16-hour fast where I don't eat anything until my next meal. And sometimes you can eat 2 meals, how many you want. I try to do my meals 6 net carbs, and that leaves room for me to be happy and have some kind of a dessert. And as I showed you in my last video, I made some really cool fudgicles. Awesome. I also make different kinds of fat bombs. I make keto eclairs. Oh, I have a video on that. Maybe I'll link it above. Those were yummy, and I'm going to make those again. I'm going to make those eggs now. So I decided instead of having poached eggs today, I'm just going to go ahead and fry my eggs. Fried eggs on keto are about 0.9 net carbs per egg. I have 3 of those, and 3 times 9 is 27. Yep, do the math. I'm just going to say most bacon is like 0 carbs. It depends on if you get maple or whatever, you get that other added stuff. This particular bacon, I believe, was 0 carbs. Might have been 1. I'll recheck the package. But at the most, we're talking 4 carbs for this breakfast, since I am not going to be eating any bread. My coffee is made with a touch of Splenda Monk Fruit Zero, meaning no net carbs, and I use that liquid Splenda for my coffee, to sweeten my coffee. I actually gave up sugar in my coffee for years, but then when I went on keto and I found all these great monk fruit coffees, these monk fruit sweeteners, I started putting it back in my coffee. And then I use whole whipping cream, and I just use a smidgen. As you can see, it's not real light, but I just use a smidgen, and therefore I don't have a lot of carbs. No carbs in the cream. That's what I'm having for breakfast today. So actually, I decided just to have 2 eggs today. I'm really not as hungry as I can be on some days. So I'm having 2 eggs. I did make them over easy because I fried them. And so that's 1.8 carbs. I'm going to round this up to 2 carbs. And I'm just going to assume that this whole meal is 3 carbs for the day. I'm giving the other egg to Danny. She likes to have an egg with me in the morning. Well, you probably can hear the fans going in the background, but I just want to tell you, here's my dinner. The biggest carb issue on my dinner plate is going to be my pickles. Although cucumbers are low in carbs, when they're pickled, they're a little bit more. I'm having 2 cheeseburgers with bacon, cheese, and a couple of onions. And that is going to be under 5 carbs for this meal. Well, yes, I told you about my ice cream that I made, or the ice cream fudgicles that I made in my last video. And they're so good. I want to try them again in another flavor. Yes, I do. So strawberries can be really expensive, and I have showed you the Augustin Farms before. And here's a great way to be able to get, fruit such as strawberries that are normally really expensive and seasonal all year round. And they're great, even right out of the can. Augustin Farms sliced strawberries, freeze-dried. They're freeze-dried, yep. And actually, the can is not, I don't know why they don't make the can smaller, because I only put a cup in this measuring cup, and as you can see, it's only half full. They make it look like you're getting so much, but you're really not. It could save us much more space when you're a RVer like I am. But actually, I just want to tell you that these things taste awesome by themselves, right out of the can. My granddaughter Stella and I, we like them right out of the can. But today, I'm going to use my Augustin Farms freeze-dried strawberries and make ice cream strawberry sickles. They're not fudgicles, they're going to be strawberry. I can't call them shortcake because there's no cake in them. There's no cheese in it, but we're going to call it creamy strawberry sickles. Maybe I'll add a little bit of chocolate in there. Cocoa. Sounds good, right? Okay, we'll do it from up above. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use, we're going to rehydrate 1 cup of Augustin Farms freeze-dried strawberries. I'm going to use 1.5 cups of macadamia nut milk. And as I mentioned before, you can get this from Amazon. It comes 6 packages in a carton. Your price is the same whether you order it from me or you don't order it from my page. It's organic macadamia milk, late chia, 0 sugar, 1200 mg's of omega-3. Yes, so it does have, it has 1 carb for 1 cup. So it's 4 carbs, and then there's 3 carbs of dietary fiber. So you subtract the fiber from the carbohydrate, and you're down to 1 carb, net carb. It has the fat in there that you need if you're on a keto diet or keto lifestyle. 1 gram of protein. It has prebiotics in there, and it is non-dairy. So 1.5 cups. We have our heavy whipping cream again. It says total carbs 0. This is from Sam's Club. Heavy whipping cream. Ultra pasteurized heavy whipping cream. And this is going to be 1 cup. Whoops, spill it on my thing. There we go. It's 1/4 of a cup of confectioner sugar. Loosen it up a little bit. Whoops. If you didn't see my video from yesterday where I made this first recipe of this, I mentioned that what I do is I just buy my swerve and I blend it up into confectioner sugar. You don't have to buy confectioner sugar. You can make it from your granule sugar. And I am going to put a hint of chocolate in there. Chocolate strawberry. Because when we do end up blending this in the blender, after it's been cooked, pretty much puree the strawberries. If we were doing chocolate, so the recipe yesterday, I used 2 tablespoons of the cocoa. This is organic cocoa powder. It's 2 grams of fiber. It has magnesium in it, and it has vitamin C. And it's Better Body Foods. I've been using this ever since I, been cooking keto. It has 1 carb for each tablespoon. And we're only going to use 1 tablespoon because we just want a hint of chocolate in here because we have our strawberry. Add that to our measuring cup pile there. This stuff can be the confectioner sugar, and the cocoa can be really, the powder can come right back in your face, you know what I'm saying, and be like, you make you cough because it's so fine. So I like to get it a little bit mixed in, and I'm gonna light my stove. And I'm gonna heat this, and then I'm only gonna bring it to a light boil. And my propane went out. Okay. And we're gonna whisk that and mix it up. Once this gets to that light boil, I'm gonna, instead of adding vanilla extract, I am going to add strawberry extract. Now, I'm just guessing at this. I don't know, folks, you know. I want it to be strawberry chocolate and strawberry, you know what I mean? So we'll see how that tastes. I'm hoping it's gonna taste good, but we'll see. I'm gonna, while this is cooking right here, I'm gonna go get my molds, okay? Be right back. I think I can safely say that this is a slow boil because it's steaming. So I'm going to shut the fire off, and I am going to add some salt. I use sea salt. That's just a little bit to pop the taste. It's not coming out very good, but I'm going to add that. That helps to pop the taste when you're making chocolate, you know, but there's chocolate in there, and it'll help the flavor. And I'm going to mix that up before I stick it in the blender. They say to do that after it comes to the low boil. I'm going to remove it from the heat while I'm doing this. And it also said that then you would add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. But I'm going to add strawberry in there to get me more of a strawberry flavoring. I'm hoping that 2 teaspoons is not going to be too much strawberry, but I guess we'll see. Oops, there's 2 teaspoons of strawberry extract, and I'm going to mix that in. The reason I'm mixing it all before I put it in the blender is, and not while it's in the blender, is because my blender, my little blender here, my little Westinghouse, or oh, it's a Hamilton Beach. My Hamilton Beach will not hold this entire thing because we're talking 2.5 cups, and this only holds, you know, this doesn't hold that much in the container. And when you blend it, it's gonna froth up, and we want the bubbles because the bubbles is what's going to make it creamy. I'm going to only put 2 of those in right now. I'm going to go ahead and add another scoop because it looks like there's plenty of room for that. I just don't want it to overflow like it did the other day. Very unstable, and I'll show you what I mean. Look at, they're just like, and if you put stuff in there, it kind of, it'll spill when you go to lift it up. So I found that by putting them on a solid pan like this and sticking the whole pan in the freezer works pretty good, because then I could put the lids on them. They have these lids that come with, and then you could put another one right on top of this. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to put it in the freezer out in my nephew's garage. Let's start putting it together.
Together, bit by bit, part by part, sheet by sheet, chart by chart, track by track, reel by reel, stack by stack, meal by meal, deal by deal, spiel by spiel. Let's together.
Hey everybody. Okay, it's a really hot day today. It feels like it's 99% humidity and everything. So, but it's hot and I can't run my air conditioning because the power keeps going out and keep blowing a circuit. But I wanted to taste the other chocolate creamsicle. So these are really good. And these, you can really taste. The strawberry. Oh my gosh, it's really good in there if you like strawberry. If you don't like strawberry, well then, you know. It's really good. It's like a strawberry chocolate flavor. It's very, I know I'm smacking a lot, but it's very refreshing and it tastes good. Now, if you're not on keto, you could put bananas or, well, if you're on keto though, you can put a little bit of berries in there. Strawberry berries, you can only have strawberries, you can only have so many on keto. But if you're carnivore, of course you can't have the fruit, but not that you can't have, you're choosing not to have fruit. But it's really, really good. Very refreshing, very good. I like this better than the other ice cream that I was making, which I still like the other ice cream. I'm going to try to find a way to make it butter pecan bars because I love butter pecan. And I had that butter pecan ice cream that I was making, which is really good. And I think I can do that in a candy bar, in a ice cream bar. Perfect timing because it's hot. It's really hot and the summer is going to get worse. Gotta go. Stay cool. Have a great day and stay tuned for our next video.